Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome students to the second part of lecture number 2, that is composition of functions or composite function. Now what is composition of functions? The process of combining functions so that the output of one function becomes the input of another is known as a composition of functions, or we can say that the composite function is a function whose input is another function. Suppose that f and g are two functions. The composition fg is defined by f of g of x. This is how we represent composition of functions. Let's define the composition of two functions mathematically. If f of x and g of x are two functions, then a composite function or composition of g and f is the function whose values are given by g of f of x for all x in the domain of f of x, such that f of x is in the domain of g of x. That is, x is the domain of g and g of x is in the domain of f. Let's take this example. We are given with the two functions. One is f of x and another is g of x. How are we going to compose these two functions using the concept of composition of functions? Here, the input for this f function is 4. So our first step will be to give the input to this f function. The result for it will become the input of this g function. It means that output of one function becomes the input of another. So when you are inserting the value of x as 4 in this function, your answer will be 7. How? 2 4 is 8. 8 minus 1 gives you 7. So then you have to insert this value of function, this functional value, or you can say the output of this function f of 4 as an input to this function g of x. So you'll give the input to this function as g of 7. So 3 7 is 21. 21 plus 5 gives you 26 will be your final answer of this function g of f of 4. Now let's discuss it in more detail. Composition of function. Function composition is applying one function to the result of another. See that one function will become input of another function. Output of this first function will become input to the other. Or we can say the result of f function is sent through g. It is written as g of f of x, or you can also represent it using this notation, g of f of x. Now let's see how the composition of functions works visually. Suppose that we have two functions g and f. To define the composition, fg will let x be in the domain of g. So this x is the domain of this g function, and as a result, we'll be getting our output here in this area. So what is the domain of this g function? X is the domain of this g function, and the output will be g of x, which will be in this area. And this will be the input of this f function, and in this pink area we'll be getting the output of this f function. So what we have done, we'll be composing the two functions f and g. So see, x is the input of this g function. The result will be g of x. So in the next part, when we have composed two functions, g of x becomes the input of this f function. As a result, our output will be f of g of x. That is how we have composed two functions. Or you can say that the composition fg is the function which associates to x the value f of g of x, that is f of g of x. Now let's take this example. For example, if f of x equals to sine of x, now f of x represents your first function and g of x represents your second function. We have to compose the two functions, and the function notation given here is f of g of x. Now see what we have done. I repeat, in the next step, you have solved it for f function. That is, g of x was the input of this f function. The value for g of x was 2x plus 4. You just have inserted it as an input to this f function. That is f of 2 of x plus 4. Now in the next step, what was f of x function? It was equal to sine x. So we have written f of, instead of x was the input to this function. So instead of x, we just have inserted its domain. That was 2x plus 4. So here is the domain of f function, here is the domain, and instead of this domain, that is x, we have replaced it with 2x plus 4, which was the output of this g of x function. So g of x becomes input to our f function. That is how we have composed f and g. Let's see another example. Let f of x be this function and g of x be this function. Now we have to compose the two functions. The function notation is f of g of x. Now what will be this first step? It will be, we have to give input to this f function, which is the output of this g of x function. What is g of x function? Here it is, 5 minus 3x is g of x function. We'll give this function as an input to this f function. So what we have done, instead of g of x, we have replaced it with 5 minus 3x, which was the output of this g of x function. Now in next step, instead of x, we'll be inserting 5 minus 3x. So where we found x in this f function, we will replace it with 5 minus 3 of x. See what we have done. Here x was there, so instead of x, we have replaced 5 minus 3x whole square plus 1 as it is. E is there, 3 is the part of the function, and instead of x, we have replaced it with 5 minus 3 of x. So this is how you compose two functions. Then it is inverse function. We solve many equations in mathematics by isolating the variable. When we isolate the variable, we undo what is around it. In this way, we are using the idea of inverse function to solve equations. The inverse of function has all the same points as the original function, except that the x and y's have been reversed. So what is inverse function? Inverse function is the most general sense. In the most general sense are functions that reverse each other. For example, here we see that function f takes 1 to x, 2 to z, and 3 to y. That is, for each element in the domain of f, there is a unique element of range of f, and for each element in the range of f, there is a unique element in the domain of f. In the inverse of f, denoted by f inverse, will reverse this mapping. Function f inverse takes x to 1, y to 3, and z to 2. So this is function f, and here is its inverse. Now let's see how the inverse function works. Suppose that f is a function with domain D and range R. F is a function with domain D and range R. Now we suppose that G is a function with domain R. G is another function with domain R and range D. G is the inverse of f if given x in D, y equals to f of x if and only if x is equal to g of y. Now focus on these two functions. y was the output of this f function and x was its input. And now in this g function, x was the output and this y was the input to this g function. So we can say that f and g are inverse of each other. Now how to find inverse of any function? The customary method of finding the inverse is some variant of the method I'm going to use below. Whatever method you use, make sure you do the exactly same steps in the exact same order every time. So you remember those steps when you get to the test. So if we are given with a function and the function f is given by a simple formula, then the inverse function can be found by an algebraic method which involves the following steps. I have divided this question for finding inverse of this f of x in 4 steps. Step number 1 is replace f of x with y. F of x represents our function. We have to replace it with y. Since we know that y also represents our output, we can equate y equals to f of x. And when you are separating this variable x from this function, you have to take inverse of the other function. So when you are shifting f on the other hand side, it will become f inverse of y. Second step will be solve the equation for x in terms of y. You have to separate x from this equation by taking few mathematical steps. Then the third step will be replace x by f inverse of y. As we have taken the value of x in first step as f inverse of y, so instead of x, we will be putting this value, that is f inverse of y. Then finally, the fourth step will be replace y by x. So instead of y, we will be plugging in the values of x. So this is our required answer. Now it is clear from the definition of inverse function that domain of inverse function is equal to the range of f function, and range of f inverse function is domain of f function. I hope your concepts are clear now. If you find any difficulty, feel free to ask me.